Okay, folks, how are you doing? My name's Ro Castillo, and we're here today to talk about bass fishing in general. What are a few things that you need to go fishing? Not bank fishing, obviously. As you can see, we're in the good old trusty Ranger here. So, one, you need a boat. Two, you need your rod and reel, some decent line, and some lures. And three, you need the will to want to go fish on days like this. It's sitting probably about 90, say 95, 96 degrees. We are in just south of Birmingham, Alabama, and just wanted to make sure you guys hydrate, okay? Because you can't catch the fish if you're dehydrated. So wherever you're at, make sure you take some water with you. So why do you ask? We're not on the water catching the fish. Well, another one of those things that you need is a live well to hold those fish so they don't die. And every now and then it gets a little dirty, so you got to go ahead and try to clean it out, which is what we're here today to do. And I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to actually clean your live well. Anything that you can buy probably at Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, Tractor Supply, Ace Hardware, or any of your local stores that has those supplies in need. So basically all you're going to need is a whole lot of fresh water, some distilled white vinegar, and some hydrogen peroxide. So as you can see, I got some regular old we got some regular hydrogen peroxide here. They're 32 ounces or 1 quart. Nothing special, just regular old hydrogen peroxide. This particular one came from the Walmart, and so did the white vinegar. They're not that expensive. This is pretty much all I got left, so I'm going to utilize what I got so I don't have to go to the store and get some more. Don't forget that you need some kind of scrub brush. Once again, in the cleaning aisle at the Walmarts. Nothing special. I think this was, I don't know, $2, $3. The hydrogen peroxide, well under $4. And then I believe the vinegar, same thing, probably about $3, $4 for this 1 gallon. So it's a cheaper alternative to using the more expensive products that you've seen or probably using to clean your live well. I'm not saying go to this particular way of cleaning your live well. If you have the other stuff and you're happy with it, well, be my guest and carry on. But I'm just showing you what the quick, easy, and cheaper, effective version of cleaning your live well is. So, as you can see, I'm going to grab the camera. Got my live well open. So you want to make sure that you take off your strainer, your screen, and just throw it in there so it's going to get clean as well. You want to close off everything that you have just for safety so the water doesn't get out. As you can see, I got the recirculating valve pushed in on this particular model, which closes the live well. So when I hit the recirculation button on here, it's not going to throw the water out. It's going to go right through the pumps and then suck it back in here and recirculate it. I got all my ingredients, got the tools, what I need, got my cooler water, and about to pour it in there. And then I'm going to throw in the hydrogen peroxide and then the distilled vinegar. Then I'm going to let it circulate in the pumps for probably about 15-20 minutes. Recommended would be 30 minutes. and then you can get to scrubbing. So I'm going to set you down and you can watch me probably spill off this water all over myself, which is a lot of water. So what you want to do is probably recommended probably about 1/2 to 3/4 of your live well. Go ahead and fill it up that much. But so I don't know how much is in here, so we're just going to fill it until I run out of water. And there you go. So it looks like it's about halfway filled, which is plenty for what we got going on here. So now we're gonna drop 2 of these in there. Real simple like. Now if you squeeze it, it'll get in there a little faster. Just force it out. Always make sure to get rid of your trash the proper way. Don't just throw it on the side of the road, you know. Remember those old commercials from Texas where you got a bunch of celebrities, musicians saying, I wouldn't do it. And then it switched to another clip saying, I wouldn't do it. So you're sitting there wondering, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? And then Chuck Norris comes on. He says, I wouldn't do it. So a little Chuck Norris joke there for you. So don't get him on your bad side, because he'll come looking for you to throw trash on the side of the road or anywhere outside of your normal disposal receptacles. Alright, so we got the hydrogen peroxide in there. Now we're going to dump that vinegar in there. Dump it in there. Usually for a live well this size, you want to use 2 gallons. You want to do a 1-to-1, so that means 1 gallon vinegar to one 32-ounce bottle of hydrogen peroxide. Can't ever have too much vinegar. It's not really it's not going to harm anything. It's just going to help aid in the cleaning process. Now that's done, what we're going to do now is actually turn on the aerator and let it get through the pumps, so you can probably clean the scalene, maybe some mold, you know, whatever's in the pumps and the lines itself throughout the whole time you've been fishing. Now I've been fishing these tournaments, so I went the whole season without cleaning it. Figured now's a good time to do it. So here we go. Look, we're gonna put it on auto. And all it's doing is just taking the water that's already in the live well, running it through the lines, and then it's going to pump back. And it's going to keep doing that every, I think, 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It's been 30 minutes since we put the peroxide in there and the vinegar and the water and let it recirculate through the pumps and all the lines to get all the foolishness out. So right now I'm going to take this fancy brush right here and I'm going to scrub the sides and the bottoms and a little bit on the screen as well to get some of that gunk off. It may not look like it's that dirty, but believe me, there's some kind of fish stuff on there. There's some urine, there's some feces, there's probably blood in there, scales, you name it. If it comes out of the lake, it's going to be in your live well. So real simple, just get in there and start scrubbing everything. Get the sides, get the bottom, get up underneath the actual lid closing part right here. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, it's up underneath the bottom of it. So make sure you get everything. Also clean the pump itself where the water comes in, and then the actual the aerator itself. Scrubbed everything in there. Looks a little more hazy. is the word I would say, dirty. But I'm gonna let you look at the water so you can see some of the grime that I got out of there. So just for good measure, if you got coal tags, go ahead and clean those in there as well. Doesn't hurt a bit, real easy. Throw them in there, shake it around, move these floats up and down so you can get some of the gunk out of there. Because if you don't know, if you don't remember, these things go in these fish's mouth. So not going to say that they're carriers of anything, but it's always nice to just clean these every now and then as well. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to open up the pump and get rid of this stuff so we can put some fresh water back in it, and then do another 30 minutes of recirculating to get that fresh water and everything out of the lines. So once again, on this particular model, we're going to pull this pump out right here, the recirculating valve, which opens it to go out. And then we're just going to come over here to our handy dandy switch and hit auto. And we're going to come back here, and as you can see, we got water pumping out. Now don't worry about this water contaminating anything, because it's just vinegar and hydrogen peroxide. It's a cleaning solution, so more or less it's clean for the environment. Okay, so it didn't take that long for this fancy aerator to pump all that water out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is that we're going to grab the cooler full of fresh water, and we're going to repeat everything like we did before. We're going to close the drain valve to stop the pump from going out. We're going to move that to the recirculating position, and then we're going to close the live well over here to make sure the water stays in. And then we're going to hit the recirculating aerator button right here, put it on auto. We're going to let it sit for 30 minutes, and it should be cleaner than a whistle. I got my handy dandy cooler here, makeshift water hose, because I don't have a water hose nearby. So this is what I got, and if that's all you got, well, it's good enough. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pour that water in there, and then we're going to repeat the process. Here you go. Front row seat. Look at there. That's how you do that. So what we got here, got the fresh water back in. So all I'm going to do is hit this recirculating valve, push it back in, and now the pumps are locked in to just throw the water back in here to go through the lines just like it did before. I'm gonna let that recirculate for 30 minutes, and then I'll come back and drain everything out, and guess what, boys and girls, we're going to have ourselves a clean live well ready for your next fishing trip. I'm going to close out this video by telling you this was you know, just a way to do a live well cleaning. You saw me from the get-go tell you what I was using, how long I was going to be doing it for, where to put your recirculating valve or actuator, close your live well, and remove the screen and clean a little bit of everything. But anyways, like I said, this is Roe Castillo. Keep on fishing, and we'll catch you later.